Yes, welcome back to the show, guys. You're still tuned in to Ekse. Do hit us up on our social media platforms on Twitter. We're Ekse_live. You can also find us on Facebook, Ekse on Cape Town TV. Right now, though, we are joined by the Boy Scout SA. I did say I was looking forward to this chat because I'm not very knowledgeable as far as this is concerned because so now we are joined by the three boys from the Boy Scout and they're going to introduce themselves, starting from you till here.
How's it? I'm Josh Jackson.
Hi there, I'm Dominic Holling.
How's it? My name's Daniel Skricker.
Yeah. For a guy like me who has no idea what a Boy Scout is, tell me what it is.
Okay, so the life of a scout. Anyone can be a scout. It was founded by someone named Baden Powell, and his idea of scouts was to get boys who were already in groups of friends and who were doing fun activities, and to enhance that, to teach them leadership skills, all these amazing skills that can equip them for life, and just that'll bring out the better person in them throughout all the amazing values, throughout the promise that scouts hold.
Yeah. What are these skills and these values you speak of?
So the values, some stuff that we hold close to our heart are stuff like trustworthiness, friendship, brotherhood, and these are really what carry us at Scout and what keep us together. So it's about being together as Scouts, and that's how we go as one and being all together. And we feel like with this journey that we're going to be embarking on to the Rio, the sailing race, when we're out there in the open ocean, those values are what we're going to hold tight to our heart. The brotherhood of being together, because Mother Nature can throw anything at you, and it's about being together. That's what's going to keep us there.
Gents, the first thing I actually recognized about you guys were these things. Are these scarves? What do you call it?
Yeah.
Are these scarves?
Yeah.
And they all have different colors. Is this, different levels? Is it...
It represents different troops. So
oh, different troops,
yeah.
okay.
So it's like different groups inside of scouting. So you have our national, obviously, and then inside we have provinces, like districts basically. And then inside those districts we have the troops, and inside those troops we have patrols. So the scarves represent different troops that you're part of.
I actually want to ask more of your guys' different levels. I think you guys start with cubs, and then there's different levels to this because, of the different age groups. Tell me more about that, please.
Yeah, so you can join the Scout movement from the age of 8, where you join Cubs, and it's open to anyone. So we're no longer called the Boy Scouts of South Africa, we just Scout South Africa.
Good.
So we're open to all genders, all people. You join at the age of 8, and that's when you join the Cub pack. From there, at the age of 11, you join the Scout group, and Scouts is from the ages of 11 till 18. So Josh and Dom over here are part of Scouts. I'm what you call a Scouter, so I'm an adult leader at a Scout group. And then after Scouts, if you want to, there's something called Rovers, which is from the ages of 18 till 30. And Rovers...
30?
Yeah. Yeah. And Rovers is all about service. It's about giving back to the movement and giving back to the community.
Yeah, once a scout, always a scout. It goes like that. Always to do your duties, to do your best and stuff like that. It's disheartening to find people like Awonge not knowing that there are scouts out there. Do you think that scouts in South Africa are not being taken seriously? Why do we have young people not knowing that scouts do exist? In South Africa particularly, because I know that internationally scouts...
American thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think scouting isn't taken seriously as it should be. Nelson Mandela famously said that education is the key to changing the world. And scouting is exactly that. It's a form of education. It's outdoor education. It's informal, but it's powerful. Scouting is the world's biggest youth movement. In South Africa, we have 196,000 members. Worldwide, we are 50 million. And the values that scouting teaches, with the practical experience it gives you, is like none other. The founder of Scouting, Baden Powell, once wrote, schooling will prepare you for success in your exams, whereas Scouting will prepare you for success in life. And as someone who's been through the movement from the time that I started as a cub to now where I'm 20, I can really testify to that and say that it's an absolutely life-changing experience.
Josh, if you were not a scout, how different of a life would you be leading?
Very, very different. Scouting has grown me as a person. It's taught me a lot. Like leadership is a very big part about it. It's easy to go on those leadership courses at school, but to actually practice it and lead a patrol, it's quite interesting. Yeah, it's helped me through a lot.
Actually, talking about the seriousness, you know, and people not taking scouting seriously, at least you guys next year are going to be taken seriously by going to Cape to Rio, offshore. Can you speak more about that? How did you guys actually land up on that platform?
So it was, I saw it on the Instagram pages. They were looking for crew via the social media platforms, and what you had to do is fill out the form, send in your sailing CV, and all like that. Yeah.
I'm still trying to understand Scouts, so I have more questions with regards to this. What do you guys have to say about the people they view this thing negatively? Some would consider it a cult. What do you say about these misconceptions surrounding Scouts? Because I'm failing to understand in detail what you guys actually do. Let's say I go there now. What are you guys teaching me?
Okay, so where you're coming from, like people don't always understand what we do. You know, they think we just go there on a Friday night, we tie some knots, we
sell
that's
cookies.
sell cookies, and we don't even sell cookies.
Yeah.
A lot deeper than that.
Yeah, but no, Scouts is like, it's so much more than just those skills that you learn. So Scouts is about learning through doing. So yes, we do go on Friday nights, and sometimes we do tie knots, but it's not just going to be to fill in that, like, you know, requirement. It's going to be to grow as a person, and it's like a project that has to be done, and it's about like taking all those individual tasks, looking over them, and it's about almost leading someone to fulfill that. And Scouts is more about that. It's about the leadership that it teaches you, and through doing all these different activities.
If I could just unpack a little bit more on what Dom was saying. So yes, on a Friday night you might be tying a knot, but you're not just going to be sitting down in a circle tying a knot. It's going to be part of a massive construction project, for example. Or if you're learning first aid, for example, it's not going to be sitting down in front of a projector with a slideshow about first aid. It's going to be real practical scenarios. Like on Friday nights before, we've simulated bomb explosions and car accidents and stuff like that.
What?
You get really hands-on experience. Josh over here actually...
Bomb explosions. Okay, that's exciting.
Josh over here a couple months ago witnessed a car accident on the way to school. And if it weren't for him, the man who was knocked off his motorbike could have been paralyzed.
Oh, wow.
And it's because of what he learnt at Scouts.
So you guys actually do stuff there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Yeah.
Daniel, for somebody who's watching right now and they're interested, how do you sell it to them? Why should they join immediately?
Why should you join Scouting? It's the adventure of a lifetime. It's a cliche saying, but it's 100% true. The amount of opportunities that Scouting's given me is insane. I've been able to travel to the States, to the United Kingdom. In 2 months' time, I'm going to be sailing with these lads across the South Atlantic to Rio. We're going to be the youngest team taking part in this year's Cape to Rio race. It provides you with so many opportunities, and the skills and the friendships that you get from it is it's lifelong. I've gone from, and these guys as well, you go from being an 11-year-old scout with an older brother who's your patrol leader. He's 16, and he'll teach you practical skills, he'll teach you life lessons, and as you get older, the older brother also will eventually become a friend. So someone to me, so when I was 16, someone who was 23, 24, and who was my mentor, is still a mentor to me, but it's also someone that I can call a friend now.
Okay.
Almost
Actually,
like Goluga.
Hey, talking about the Cape to Rio, what is that race about exactly? What are you guys doing there? When is it?
So we're starting in Cape Town, and we're traveling via a sailboat. We've got Scouts own a Tosca 36, and it's called JML Rotary Scout, and we are taking that boat from Cape Town and catching the trade winds which take us to Rio de Janeiro.
What? You guys are
School?
going to
Well,
Rio
in
de
school, what
Janeiro. Oh wow, okay, great.
Yeah,
that sounds dangerous.
Cape to Rio is the largest race in the Southern Hemisphere. It's the only transatlantic race in the South Atlantic. It covers 6,600 kilometers. There's nothing like it in this part of the world.
Literally.
Yeah,
Literally.
literally.
Yeah. So is it what? Is it you guys in Cape Town only? The scouts in Cape Town only? Girls, boys?
So we're a crew of 8. There's two 21-year-olds, and then there are the rest of us are under 18. It was opened to national, yeah, but right now it's just us.
In school, aren't you skipping school when you're doing all of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So,
are?
It's all good.
the race starts on the 4th of January, so that's when we leave. So it's 6,600 kilometers from here to Rio. So then obviously dependent on how long we take to sail, it's about 25 to 30 days. Then we'll get to Rio, have a bit of time to explore Rio, and then we'll head back and we'll fly back. And then another team will fly to Rio and take the boat back to Cape Town.
Has anybody died in the previous race? Nobody? Do you know?
Not from us.
No, not from the sky.
Not from-
Yeah,
not
no.
from Scotland.
We've never.
Don't be scared. He's trying to scare you.
Yeah, I
Don't be
not
scared.
really,
Do
but
But I don't think they're scared. Not
Yeah,
a lot
they're
of
not.
people are skeptic, and not a lot of people are afraid of adventure. So if you guys manage to sell this to me, and I'm quite excited, and I want to join Scout South Africa, how do I get hold of you, and what criteria do I need to fall under?
So if you're keen on joining Scouting or finding out more information about it, you can take a look at our websites, scouts.org.za. You can send us an email, info@scouts.org.za. You can take a look at our Facebook page, Scouts South Africa, our Instagram page, Scouts South Africa. And if you're interested in about what we do in particular with the Race to Rio, you can look at our boat's Instagram page, JML Rotary Scouts, or our Facebook page as well.
And you need to be 8 years and older.
Yeah, to join as a cub, you need to be 8. To join as a scout, age 11. And if you're keen on joining, again, you can go to the website, and there'll be a section there where you can find the nearest scout group to you.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Can I just ask one quick question before we go to the music video? Do you guys think that what you guys do in the Scout community, or whatever you call it, is it a community? Yeah. Do you think it should be actually put into like the education system? Maybe PT, life orientation?
Well, what's actually quite new to the Western Cape is the Scouting in Schools program. So we started rolling out scout troops as an extramural activity.
In schools,
in
national
schools in the Western
Okay.
Cape. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
Let's
Yeah,
quickly head to.
I hope Scout SA does go to townships and educate kids. Perhaps,
no, that's true.
Black
that's very,
students
very
would
true.
love to maybe join and go to Rio by boat. I don't know why, but some people
Why
like
wouldn't you go to Rio by
Or maybe you
boat?
can call them
Why
on
wouldn't you go to Rio by boat?
0860 Scouts, and when you're done doing that, enjoy this music video.
Yeah.
Good luck, you guys. Enjoy
Thank you so much.
Rio.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Wow.